was this other guy, and how did you end up cheating with him?
We were on a break. He went to go stay with one of his family members, and I had to do community service, and I met him at community service. And he was just telling me that I'm beautiful and all this other stuff.
That right there, I don't know. Was he doing that voluntarily? Or was he ordered to community service? There's a difference.
He was ordered, but I met him at community service, and when we took our lunch break, he came back to the house, and we had sex. But I was already pregnant. He knew that I was already pregnant. We just broke up.
But we were not having sex, Your Honor, during our breakup, which was in April during her conception.
And I had sex with him in May, so that's impossible for him to be my child's father, okay? That don't even make sense.
So wait a minute, you took this guy you met at community service back to your marital home that you shared with your husband?
My husband was cheating too, so to be fair, I was getting him back. That's all that was. He was cheating, and my husband has made me feel so low. Like, he's chosen females over me plenty of times. So it was my time to get back at him, so I was just doing what I wanted to do.
Was the sex unprotected?
With who?
With the community service guy.
Yes.
So, Mr. Cohen, soon after this incident, you find out your wife is pregnant.
Yes.
Take me to that day.
I wasn't happy at all, to be honest, because I wasn't ready to have another child, and we was already in a bad place. So during that time, that was when we were still broken up. I was in and out of the home, doing what I wanted to do with other people. A month or two later, we decided to get back together in the home. But also when she first became pregnant in April, we were not having sex. I don't remember us having sex at all.
Boy, we was having sex every day.
I do not remember us having sex at all.
We was having sex every day, like literally, like 2 times a day. Even when he got off work, like 6 o'clock in the morning, we was having sex.
That's not true, because I was barely there.
No, he was probably too busy having sex with other females that he couldn't remember that he was having sex with me. That's probably what was going on.
But if your husband's testimony is correct and you weren't having sex in April because you all said you were on this break, and Kyrie was born on January 5th, when you count back, January, 9 months, that goes back to the period of time when he says you weren't having sex.
But we were.
I do not remember us having sex, Your Honor.
You are funny.
I promise you, I don't remember it.
So in addition to the timeline, Mr. Cohen, you claim you have medical proof.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a reason to doubt the paternity of Kyrie.
Yes, Your Honor.
What is that?
I have type 2 diabetes, and I didn't have no insurance at the time, so it was uncontrolled, meaning my sugars were always high. So every time I would ejaculate, my semen would become weird, and it can't travel right.
So how I get pregnant, Corey?
Well, I was about to say, you all do have another child together, right?
Yes, Your Honor. I didn't have diabetes at the time.
So because of this is very interesting, I do want to call on a medical expert. Jerome, will you please escort Dr. Eddie Richardson, Jr. into the courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hello, Dr. Richardson.
Hello, Your Honor. How you doing?
Great. Thank you so much for joining us. I have a couple questions for you. We are speaking to the Cohen family about a paternity issue surrounding their 15-month-old son, Kyrie. Mr. Cohen has stated that he was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, which he believes prevented him from impregnating his wife. So can type 2 diabetes affect the sperm and its function, is my first question.
2 things come to mind immediately that affects the fertility of men. Is 1, erectile dysfunction, where a man cannot have meaningful sex or sexual encounter. And 2, the decrease in testosterone, which will definitely decrease the sperm count. Also, another part of that is there's decreased seminal fluid as well, which is kind of what Mr. Cohen is referring to, caused by type 2 diabetes.
So when he says that he would experience, I guess, a thickening of the semen fluid, you say that is a reduction in the fluid. And does that affect the sperm's ability to fertilize an egg or travel?
Now, you got to be a little bit careful because it only decreases by about 40%. So you still have a lot of sperm cells floating around, but it still should travel.
So in a case like Mr. Cohen's, where he admittedly was not on any medication and he said his sugar was always high, can diabetes affect his ability to have a child?
Absolutely, that part is correct because there's a couple things that go in. Not only do you have the decreased sperm cell count, you also got to look at how long he had it, and I think it's been a couple years. You got to look at whether his blood sugar was controlled or not. That's going to affect how it works, and then how healthy he was leading up to it. But still, men that have decreased sperm cell count as well as diabetes are able to father a child.
All right, so the truth is, even though it's less likely than a healthy male, it is still possible.
Absolutely, because you know it only takes one sperm cell to fertilize eggs.
All right.
You hear that?
So after hearing this testimony, Mr. Cohen, do you feel differently about your paternity doubts?
She still slept with another man, so there's still doubt inside of me.
So, Ms. Cohen, have you remained in touch with this other man?
No. Why would I do that? That was nothing. I just want to prove to him and his family, because his family treats my baby completely different than our first child. Like, when I had him, they didn't post him on their Facebook. They didn't buy him nothing for his birthday. Like, they treat him different than my other son that we have together. I know that in their heart, they don't believe that this is their blood. So I just want to prove to them, really them. It's not more so him, because I already know who my baby daddy is. And I was in foster care up until I turned 18, and I signed myself out. So I really don't want my children to have that type of life, because we've been through so much. And I really applaud my husband for stepping up and being there for his kids and being a great husband, because he really is a great husband and a father.
And when you hear your wife speak, Mr. Cohen, why does that make you emotional? I see the tears in your eyes.
For her to say this today in court, it really made me happy to hear that, because I have heard deadbeat and all these other words previous times of argument, so it feels good.